West Nile virus, it's all across the state, so it's always be something you should be a little concerned with.
The Onondaga County Health Department Environmental Health Field Office recently tested 2 different pools of mosquitoes in the Cicero Swamp area that tested positive for the West Nile virus and the Eastern Equine Encephalitis virus.
When our mosquito counts are really high in the swamp and we start having positives of West Nile and Triple E, that's when we look into aerial spraying. Right now our mosquito numbers are so low that aerial spraying wouldn't really knock down the population. It is a possibility. We aerial sprayed last year in September. So there's still a possibility that we would have to spray.
Stephanie Waldron is the Director of Environmental Health at the Onondaga County Health Department and is in charge of vector control, which is their mosquito control program.
What we do here in Onondaga County is we set what we call CDC traps, and that uses carbon dioxide and light. It traps mosquitoes. So we have 3 traps that we set up in the Cicero Swamp. We do a lot of trapping and testing to see if we do need to aerial spray. It all goes with mosquito numbers and what we find. This year in May and June it was wet, so our mosquito numbers were high, but they didn't have any virus in them. We do find that the virus does seem to pop up sometimes, like in August and September at the very end of their season.
According to the Onondaga Health Department, Triple E is a rare but serious disease that causes encephalitis or inflammation of the brain, while the West Nile virus causes fever, headache, and body aches.
It's usually like 48 to 72 hours for the virus onset. A lot of people will be asymptomatic. There's only about 20% of people that are even exposed to it that might have symptoms, and that can be anywhere from aches and pains to fever. The fever can get quite high, and that's what would hospitalize somebody if their fever was very high over a certain amount of time.
Waldron said that it's always something to be concerned about. However, the West Nile and Triple E viruses are uncommon.
There's only like certain parts of the state, central New York being one, and down Long Island way, the Triple E pops up. So those are the 2 viruses that we spend the most time looking at and trying to eradicate. And again, when you get bit, most people are never going to show symptoms. It would really be if you know you've gotten out and you've had a few mosquito bites and then a couple days later you have, a high fever, then that would be something that you would have to discuss with your doctor and go from there.
As the summer comes to a close, Waldron recommends to use bug spray.
Dusk and dawn, that's the most time that you can actually get them. If you're hiking, that type of stuff, to just use bug spray. Bug spray is also good for ticks. Use like long pants if you can when hiking, when you're doing lawn work. If you're going to be out in the evening, again, it's really just, we keep saying bug spray. That really is your best defense.
For Finger Lakes 1, Megan Hatch.